sicker than I came with remedies. I don't need sound checks, I got the gift. Went in the room, did a one and a two. Ain't got the drive, ain't got the whip. You think you're hard, you think you're it. Pull that and now you got drip. Telling these brothers don't play with the. I'm punching these lines, so I mess up my hands. Left in a state, still under your state. I wanna go states, but think that I'm banned because I get paid the same as a.
South and I'm rolling about with a grind in my mouth. I'm the coldest about you know the amount. If you're dissing P money, I'm them out.
I'm rolling about with gold in my mouth. I found on my last show, sold me a house. I heard the distortion, I'm phoning them now. I'm radio knocking, I'm over and out.
Disrespect, I flex new ruthless man for this and get huge checks. Ruthless man, I forever be Ellie who's next. In a matter of money.
Check 2, get suplex, 2 bets, who's next? Little Mike's got 2 checks, MOE, new album, new sets, 2 bets, relax, I ain't no new bets.
Wouldn't even bother, couldn't have I'm promising I'll video the brothers, couldn't have another than a man of animosity and put all on the stomach and an itty bitty.
Whenever ready, you can tell them that I'm ready. I've been standing with it, like I'm ready to anybody named Shelly. I am not for the telly, you can tell that I'm heavy, got tried like a Chevy.
Hold my control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my control my breathing, I just this evening, hold my control my breathing, I just this evening.
Hey, UD.
What's good, my boy?
Mr. 305.
Yes, sir.
Wade County.
16 years later,
We done made history.
3 rings on our fingers, pockets getting fatter. We get greater.
I'm the son of a saint, still considered a sinner. 3 rings on his finger, yeah, that boy was a winner. Never known as a singer, but this might be a single. Always bet on your homies, then go battle. Ball is my passion, check the stats if they ask it. Shorty checking my page, she followed my fashion. My life is a film, and Gab's the lead. She's so precious to me, as the air that I breathe. Time to fuel up the jet, D-Way jersey to drip. Lamborghinis to max, got 3 G's on the strip. These haters beneath us, as I'm lacing my sneakers.
I'm shooting my shot, every car that I cop, every record I break, every rock in my watch, every step that I take, still won't stop no mistakes. I'm talking major league, never minimum wage. So proud to be the descendant of a motorcade, several Mercedes, so get out my way. Tangerines, still in my slippers, still shed a tear for all my homies, black boy in the gates. Let's find a masseuse, then inspire the youth. If it's best for the, then let's call it a truce. My chains get tangled, these be hateful. My mama's still praying.
You're looking live and down at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles, California. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Outside, George. Bucket is good.
Well, I like to see Paul George be assertive down low. This guy doesn't lack for confidence, and he is an accomplished scorer regardless of where he is on the floor.
Now here's Bledsoe. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Here's Morris. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And here's Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
How about the effort? You didn't think a little contact would prevent Giannis from scoring, did you?
Earlier, David Aldridge spoke with head coach Doc Rivers. What'd you find out, David?
Well, Kevin, he said for them to prevail, they've got to be stout in the post and close off those driving lanes. If they fail to do those two things, it could be a very long night. And to be honest, it didn't sound like he thought they could.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
That free throw, no good. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
That one misses.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard looking over the floor. Count that one.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Bucks. 7-point differential. Giannis inside. Covered by Morris. Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Leonard, no luck. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. And it's Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Beverly, the pass to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. That shot off the mark. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Giannis. It's hauled in by Beverly. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. The pass to Zubac. Dishes it to Morris. Ball's knocked loose. Matthews with it. Guarded now by Morris. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Milwaukee also making some... changes. Ilyasova's checked in, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Wesley Matthews. Now, here's Beverly. No points in the game yet for him. It's stolen by Hill. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, passes to Ilyasova. Down low, Lopez. Hill trying to break free. Lopez, no luck.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. but on that one, they were there.
And it's Leonard missing. Bucks trail by 3. Stolen by George. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's George missing.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And the Bucks miss again.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Green, he's checked in for Morris. Andrew Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Clippers leading by 3. Jackson passes to Green. Outside Williams to end the cold streak. He lays it in.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
To the wing right side. Back to DiVincenzo. Williams passes to Corbin. And again, the Bucks miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jackson misses.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Over in the corner, Williams. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Harrell. Another shot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, he might be a bit undersized, Montrezl Harrell, but he plays bigger than the frame suggests. Hold on.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him.
So many NBA players like to express themselves through style as they come into the arena. For Montrezl Harrell, it's more about the shoes. This guy has gone so far as to design his own kicks.
And both free throws good for Harrell. Bucks trail by 5. Now DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jackson passes to Williams. Drills it from outside.
Lou Williams is the best sixth man we've ever seen, and this guy, instant offense.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers ahead. They lead by 8. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Bucks trail by 8. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Marvin Williams. He's out there with Robin Lopez. Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. To the middle. And Harrell slams it in.
Well, the threat to score is real when Lou Williams has the ball, but he uses that to set up his passing game.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9. Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Inside, here's Williams, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well-suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebound.
No good on that. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. And Montrezl Harrell, a fiery competitor, plays the game doors with a lot of emotion.
He does, Kevin. You think about his time playing in Houston, he struggled a little bit. He stewed on the bench, got a reputation as a little bit of a hothead. But look what happens in a new system in L.A. The chemistry with Lou Williams. He settles him down a little bit. This city and this organization and his teammates have brought out the best in him.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. Before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you.
Well, sweet Lou with the jumper. That's sweet, too.
Bucks trail by 10. Bledsoe passes to Connaughton. Here's Korver for three. They grab their own miss. Outside for Bledsoe. Back to Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. Shamet with it. He's picked up by Lopez. On the arc. Lou Williams, and that's good. Williams has got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Shamet with the steal. To the inside. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Jackson. Williams has got 12.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Morris is checked in for Harrell. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Korver, no luck. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 13-4 run. And George with the stop.
Boy, that open look set up by Kawhi Leonard, that's probably the most underrated aspect of his game.
Here's Williams. Good work defensively by Morris. Clippers leading by 17. To the paint, here's Leonard. George trying to break free. Leonard with the bucket. He's got 7.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And Leonard has it in the corner. And the 3 off target.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
His first shot coming late. Stolen by Zubac. Beverly with the ball. Eric Bledsoe covering. And Beverly kicks to George. To the middle. Here's Zubac. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Lopez. Here's Morris. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low. Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. George has got the ball. Yes, that goes in.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. Outside Williams. There's 1:47 left in the first half. Here's George. Launches it. Rebound by Williams. It's stolen by Morris. And the call will be against Robin Lopez. That'll be his second foul of the game.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Green's checked in. 1:29 left in the first half. Here's Beverly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Here's Giannis. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And guarding Giannis on the interior, no easy task. He's got ways to score over, under, and through you.
And he lays it straight in. Hill's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Hill. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
Well, the burst of speed to get to the cup. George Hill making the defense hit him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
He gets that one. Leonard's got 9.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Giannis passes to Lopez. It's stolen by Green. Leonard with the ball. Matthews covering. And some back and forth between Kawhi Leonard and Nike, Doris, over his claw logo. Suits and counter suits. It was a mess.
Yeah, Kevin, it was. But what I admire about Kawhi is when he steps between the lines, he's all about basketball. And this is a guy who's produced on both ends at an elite level. Many consider him amongst the best players in the game right now.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Harrell comes in for Morris. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more visible.
Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Mind the lane. One shot.
And the technical free throw is good.
guarded LeBron James?
Pass to Lopez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Well, you have to like the length of Brook Lopez and the fact that he understands he has that advantage on both ends of the floor.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Moving it up. And the basket by Jackson.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Zubac in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Beverley finds Zubac. Lopez with the block.
Oh, the long arms of Brook Lopez effortlessly sends that back.
And that one is good from Zubac.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Beverley with the ball. To the inside, George, and George with the stuff.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverley has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Comes up empty down low. Clippers leading by 23. Beverley with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Morris inside. Antetokounmpo's there. Good D by Lopez. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And now another look at that mobile 1-block defensive performance.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
So Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. George passes to Zubac. Over Lopez. No good from Zubac.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day, and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. They get it again. Off with the layup. Bucks trail by 21. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. Beverly against Giannis. Out to Morris. Back to Beverly. Rebound, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And George with the stop.
Well, you love the tenacity. Paul George cannot be contained when he gets near the 10.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Milwaukee also making some changes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Now here is Hill. Loads it up for Giannis.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Clippers leading by 21. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
So crafty, so good at getting defenders committed. Lou Williams being Lou Williams.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
The first one falls.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. You know, he had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court. While we love his ability to attack the rim, he just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
The Clippers keep it alive. And there it is for him. Harold's got 6.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on Los Angeles. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. That free throw missing. And he can't hit the second. Here now the Clippers. They're on a 14-6 run. Harold. And Harold shoots it in.
All too easy for Montrezl Harrell. That's the result of his activity and pursuing opportunities. Beautifully done.
Now here is Hill. There's the dish to Giannis. And he makes good on the layup. He's got 16.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Hill against Jackson. Over in the corner, Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Williams against DiVincenzo. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Giannis. The shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
And so it's Los Angeles holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And they've created... Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Kyle Korver is out there with George Hill. Then there's Brown, and there's Robin Lopez, and it's Ilyasova in at the 4.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Rodney McBruder.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And for Milwaukee, their shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. And he makes that one.
I'll tell you, George Hill doesn't get nervous just because he's outsized. I love his aggressiveness in the paint.
Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Here's Hill. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Brown.
Well, that's strength and savvy from the veteran George Hill. Despite the defense's best ever, he does a great job finishing.
Here's Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Jackson's gone 3 of 6, shooting from the field, 50% so far. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Green. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. Eric Bledsoe is checked in for the Bucks. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And the layup's good off the glass. Bledsoe's got his first basket.
Well, there's that strong frame of Bledsoe, right? The ability to absorb the contact, finish through the drive, the whole package.
Bledsoe against Beverly. And there's the pass to Mann. Over in the corner, Zubac. From outside, off the mark.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Passes it to Brown. Here's Korver for 3. Kept alive. Here's Lopez. Missed inside. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Magruder, guarded by Korver. Good on the shot. Magruder's got 4 this quarter.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Here's Brown. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to man, and it's Magruder in the corner. No good on the 3. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Brown. Outside Korver. Now here's Bledsoe. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Stolen by Zubac. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
A different look for Milwaukee. Williams comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And the first one at the line is good.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverley is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Williams, that's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so Beverley will bring it up for Los Angeles. Inside, man. Can't hit that one. Some solid defense from Brown. Ilyasova finds Brown. Outside for Korver. Takes the 3. A rebound by Patterson.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing at all.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Left side, Brown. A rebound by Patterson. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. The Bucks making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Zubac. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the slam by Williams.
And the smart shot selection there. Williams has a good feel for when to take those shots.
1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Beverley, the pass to Zubac.
At the line for your Clippers,
The first free throw is good. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
The Bucks have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
Los Angeles leading by 22. And Marvin Williams picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And the first one goes to Michael Green. He's checked in for the Clippers. Both shots good from the stripe. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Antetokounmpo. An easy 2 points on the layup.
You can appreciate the fight now, but It isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And Green gets it to go.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Here's Magruder, guarded by Korver. Magruder, that's good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And Giannis throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Magruder. So the Clippers winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
This evening, it's a fact. I take them to my, like how'd I get this off a rap? I rap his jaw, he hit the floor, is he alive? I can't be sure, I can't be right anymore. I ran the light, I went to court, I stood there calm, I'm not distraught. You saw the M, you saw the sport, don't ask me why it's 44. Hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening.
Who can top I? I'm not nice, one eye closed, I'm Popeye. Tracksuit, but I got, never wear top man, but I wore top guys, doing up Virgil, before Virgil, racks in the shoebox, make money. Enemy lines, I'm offside, up in the studio, finding a melody. I got the vertical P, what you're telling me. Went to the club and defined my melody. She kept on telling me she ride with energy. She got a BF, don't care for the beat. I told her just do it, babe. Why are you telling me? She came with thicker than I came with remedy. Pay for the Uber, back to my enemies. I'm this, I don't need sound checks, I got the gift. Went in the room, did a 1 and a 2, and I'm leaving them in a world of wanna be me, but ain't got the wit, ain't got the drive, ain't got the whip. You think you're hard, you think you're it. Pull that, and now you got drip. Telling these brothers don't play with the couple of Christian brothers turn Andy, a couple of Muslim brothers go ham. I'm punching these lines, so I mess up my hands. Left in a state, still on the estate. I wanna go states, but think that I'm banned because I get paid the same as a band. My taxes cost the whole of your brand.
You're the man on the gram, I'm the man in the south, and I'm rolling about with 10 grand in my mouth. I'm the coldest about who you know the amount. If you're dissing money, I'm them out.
I'm rolling about with gold in my mouth. I found out my last show, sold me a house. I heard it distortion, I'm phoning them now. I'm radio knocking, I'm over and out.
Kick disrespect, I flex new. Ruthless man for this and get huge checks. Ruthless man, I forever be who's next. In a manner of money.
Check 2, get suplex, 2 bet, 2's next. So the mic's got 2 checks. MOE, new album, new sets, 2 best, relax, I ain't no new best.
Wouldn't even bother, couldn't open it. I'm promising I'll video the brothers to another night. Another than a man, I'm on the put all on the stomach and an itty bitty.
Whenever ready, you can tell them that I'm ready. I'll be standing with it, like I'm ready to anybody named Shelly. I am not for the telly, you can tell that I'm heavy, got drive like a Chevy.
Hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening, hold my, control my breathing, I just, this evening.
Hey, UD.
What's good, my boy?
Mr. 305.
What's up?
Wade County.
16 years later,
We done made history.
blue rings on our fingers, pocket getting fatter. We get greater.
I'm the son of a saint, still considered a sinner. 3 rings on his finger, yeah, that boy was a winner. Never known as a singer, but this might be a single. Always bet on your homies, then go battle. Ball is my passion, check my stats if they ask it. Shorty checking my page, she followed my fashion. My life is a film, and Gab's the lead. She's so precious to me, as the air that I breathe. Time to fuel up the jet, D-Way jersey to drip. Lamborghinis to match, got 3 G's on the strip. These haters beneath us, as I'm lacing my sneakers. Season 16, Lamborghinis and Beamers.
I'm shooting my shot. Every car that I cop, every record I break, every rock in my watch, every step that I take, still won't stop no mistakes. I'm talking major league, never minimum wage. So proud to be the descent of a motorcade, several Mercedes, so get out my way. Tangerines, still in my slippers, still shed a tear for all my homies, black boy in the gates. Let's find a masseuse, then inspire the youth. If it's best for the, then let's call it a truce. My chains get tangled, these be hateful. My mama's still praying, so really I'm grateful.
I'm still here, looking through the window, watching the days go by, watching the sunrise. Why don't you try? I'm still here, looking through the window, watching the days go by, watching the sunrise. Why don't you try?
I promise to pray for a positive fate. Had the world in your palms, but he shed a tear in the. Then they, mom just sat in the days. The models be nice, we call it run and shoot. Any problems tonight? Like Boris Becker, I want 200 checkers. So if they wanna slow our records, it just won't affect us. Take my boys to Mecca, on my blessing. With my dogs, you can. They try to get me, I bet I get to heaven. I stay away from, I'm such a gifted. I'm seated on the floor, she can see the loafers. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season ticket holders. Showing love to the season ticket holders.
We do this for the city, you.
The whole city.
I'm still here, looking through the window, watching the days go by, watching the sunrise. Why don't you try? I'm still here, looking through the window, watching the days go by, watching the sunrise. Why don't you try?
Feel great, baby. I know South Beach until I got it in there. I just want you to know that, my boy.
And listen, we put on for the city 16 years, 5 finals, 3 rings. We put those trophies over our head. We put on for the. And let me calm down, man, father.
Don't calm down.
I'll say something up in this booth. I'll say something up in this booth that.
Mr. 305, do what you do.
Got my own county. Listen, the love in this city has been crazy, man. I appreciate it, dog. Thanks for giving my own county.
I told you, man, you got the beach. I got to cross that bridge. Can't play with us, man. Can't do nothing around here, boy.
Hey, Ross. Man, they nothing but love, baby.
Big homie, you know what it is. Always. Still with the 3 rays later, though.
Straight swagging. No, I've been running, my foot on the pedal, racing for the running. Money to motivate me, cause I'm seeing races. I'm just chilling in the back. Feeling like Tom Brady, how proof it in the booth, I'm groovy like. No, I'm so Annie that with all the close women in the pen and battle like a Shaq. Watch out, brawling. I'm calling
life story. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. Detention at the school cause I never followed rules. Was a good kid at home so my mama was confused. I just wanted shoes, trying to keep up with the crew. How'd y'all get everything new? I'm from the same place as you. Decisions I would choose that could put me in the news. Ever since a Juve I've been trying to. I had to handle life before I learned how to. If my daddy ever knew the trouble I get into, I was just a youth. I gotta thank you. Instead of going to they threw up. And I love the hoop, but didn't have the coach to play for. Everybody knew I kept the handle on the string, though. Waking up my neighbors, pretending I'm in the Staples. AI was my favorite, but Kobe showed me what great is. I could really make it if I turned some better grades in. Friends I love to hang with didn't help me bring no A's in. And I had to work way harder cause I'm Haitian. Couldn't stop my hesitation, dropping 30 on... Coach Kevin from the Blazers helped me change my situation. I could have been one of them cases that ain't making the graduation. Mama told me I'm worth it. A little pain won't hurt you. The practice still is perfect, and that's why I deserve it.
Kicked out of school in the 8th, said I was a waste of talent. Kid in suburban school was a major challenge. Gave him 30, but late for class, that's a burpee. I stopped at 7-Eleven to purchase myself a Slurpee. Then, 9th grade, I'm on the varsity team. In the starting lineup, that's the start of the dream. Parents didn't like me as the star of the scene. Seemed like they always did me down when I would partially beam. So, 10th grade,
Welcome to NBA 2K21. Thanks for tuning into this contest featuring my player. This is an interesting build, so let's see what it's got. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Hello, everyone. I'm Blake Suga, excited to be courtside with my broadcast partners, Tim Swartz and Brian Banabitemi. What a game we have tonight.
My player is in the house, and he's who I will be tracking tonight. I'm really curious, Willie, with his fit on this team. Can he mesh with his teammates? Let's see how the individual skills work in a team environment.
Yeah, Tim, I want to see that too, because coaches and front office personnel, they want winning players. And to have a long, successful career, operating within a system is critical. You're going to probably play for multiple coaches who play different ways. So the question is, can you adjust your game? Can you make an impact on any team?
Well, guys, we are in the era of player empowerment. And how do you think that has affected the league?
Well, Blake, I think the most important part of player empowerment is player movement. Stars having the ability to not only leave a team if they're unhappy, but also choosing where they want to go. We've seen elite NBA players traded, signed with new teams all the time.
I think it's a great thing. And honestly, guys, I don't think we'll see a dominant run like the Warriors just went on for a while. Players want to play in new markets with different stars, different trends, and that makes it very difficult to keep a roster and stay on top.
Leonard, defended by Antetokounmpo.
Here's my player. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He is now 2 for 3.
When Leonard's on the floor, he attracts so much attention on the offensive end. It can lead to easy buckets for his teammates.
They get it back.
Antetokounmpo.
Great D that time from Kawhi Leonard.
Beverly with it. He's picked up by Giannis. And it's my player missing. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Middleton.
The three ball gets the three-pointer to fall.
Really admire the presence of mind of Middleton. Exceptional at bearing a quality shot off the pass.
Now here's Leonard. And here's Harrell.
Here's my player.
looking confident right from the opening tip.
The Bucks leading. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And the shot goes down.
A tough, gritty competitor. You didn't think Bledsoe would be bothered by a little contact, did you?
High player outside. Out to the wing. The shot comes out. Nice D from Chris Middleton. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems. Not many guys have the two-way ability that George does. Just as dangerous on D as he is at the offensive end.
Pass to my player. The three is up. It's rebounded by Milwaukee. 3 on 3. He's on his way to the line to try to make it a 3-point.
Shooting one.
Here's Ilyasova. Pass to Connaughton for 3. The rebound by Williams. And they double up my player, Morris. And the jam by Marcus Morris.
He's a high flyer, guys, especially for a power forward. And it needs to be, as undersized as he is.
Now Hill, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Lopez. 5 on the clock. Here's Connaughton. They can't stop the run with that one. The Clippers leading. Takes the 13-footer with the tip, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Well, there could be some luck involved in offensive rebounding unless you're as good as he is. And those tip-ins, they're just pure skill.
And here's Hill. Shoots over Jackson. A free-flowing first quarter, great scoring through 1. Clippers out in front, up by 4. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And it's obviously still early, but with 1 period in the books, how are you liking my player's performance so far?
He came ready to play, hot right off the start, stayed aggressive, and was able to put that defense on notice.
Yeah, so difficult to guard when he's on the attack. They can start to bring 2 up against him. So he has to be prepared to hit open teammates.
Let me throw this one out there. You're an MP wing, and Paul George is on your team. Can 2 wings work together?
Absolutely, Blake. I wouldn't worry too much about playing the same position as Paul George, because most teams want multiple wings out on the floor, and we've seen how great he's played with Kawhi Leonard. I think it also helps that Paul George is not an all-NBA guy who dominates the ball.
But George is also a solid passer, so you get some shots up if you play with him. Defensively, he's simply incredible. Maybe the best wing defender in the NBA, so you won't have to guard the opponent's best player, which in turn helps you use energy and use focus on your offensive side.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And the Bucks making a change here. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Williams. Guarded by Hill. Here's my player. Missed inside. The Bucks trailing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Yep, that one goes.
Just so tough to cover Antetokounmpo, especially this deep inside. He's so good at using his length to shoot over defenders.
Now here's my player. And my player throws it down.
Oh, Maestro. He is so good at making those lead passes.
And when you look at the Clippers style-wise, who do you guys think would be a good fit with them?
Well, when you talk about the Clips, a team that wants to win an NBA title, they'd love anybody that brings a little defensive edge to their team. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George are already elite defenders, two of the best in the league. So add even more defense around them, and this team will be even more of a problem.
Absolutely, but they got to maintain their depth as well, Tim. Their bench scoring has been huge for them in recent seasons, so a valuable role player could still do a lot for this team.
Here's my player, and my player throws it down.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple.
Keep it simple indeed, and those can be an important 2 points, guys, in a close game like we have here.
Middleton misses. Down low.
And they double up my player, Harold. Back to my player. Leonard outside.
From deep. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
But when you think of Leonard, you may not first think sharpshooter. However, he's finished as high as third in this league in three-point percentage.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Some solid defense from Montrezl Harrell. To the inside. And my player throws it down.
Maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
Yeah, and we definitely know he's more capable of those memorable ones.
Disappointing the fans, the viewers, and us.
Oh, he disappointed everybody, but they've got a nice lead. Might as well not take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine. They are really getting the work done inside with their rebounding, Tim.
They haven't allowed many second chances. It's been one and done for the most part, and that's helped them build this lead.
And the Clippers are without a doubt in title or bust mode. What a turnaround it's been for this franchise.
Pretty crazy. I mean, all those moves they made last year, and I like how the league is changing, guys. The Clippers have been a good story the past few seasons. I'm curious to see all that this team can accomplish.
Well, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are the two. Well, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George might be the two big names, but this team is stacked. With a deep roster and a championship-winning head coach, the Clippers are definitely a legit title contender.
Now here's Beverly.
Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the Bucks making a change here.
And he can't hit the second. 10 points separating the teams. Outside Middleton.
Pass to Lopez. Yes, and a nice assist from Middleton.
A 7-footer with touch. Lopez is great close in.
High player, high post. Beverly, Bledsoe covering. Now here's Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. And the jam by Leonard.
This is crazy. Every shot they're taking right now is finding the mark.
Literally every shot. They just aren't missing.
Now here is Bledsoe. He's guarded by Beverly. It's Chris Middleton on the wing.
Connects from 3-point range.
Well, Bledsoe's a talented scorer in his own right, but he's unselfish and usually will make the right play. Way to find the wide open teammate there.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
What a passing display he's putting on.
He is spoiling us. Just another fantastic assist for the highlight reel.
Back to Bledsoe.
is what Bledsoe loves doing, penetrating, probing, looking to get as close to the rim as possible.
The Clippers leading. Pass to Harrell. My player. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's Connaughton. Again, the Bucks score. My player with it. 16 points for him. Nice D from Middleton. So it's Milwaukee now. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the paint. Here's Lopez. Misses from short range. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line. And it goes on Leonard.
Got to admire the intelligence. Middleton is skilled at getting those shooting fouls.
And he's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first free throw is good.
And Middleton, you know, he's a former second-round pick, and he's put a lot of work into his game, really carving out a nice...
And into the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Clippers out in front. They're up by 3. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And with 1 half in the bank, what do you think of my player's performance so far?
Well, what I thought stood out is that he wasn't just looking for his own shot, he was getting other people's shots. Very unselfish.
Yeah, when your small forward can move the ball like that, it keeps everybody else alert and involved, and it makes offense easier.
Pass to my player. Now here's George. Bledsoe covering. Here's my player. And out of bounds, the Bucks will take it. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
That's about as good a defensive play as you'll see, guys. Instant reaction to get a hand on that shot.
The Bucks trailing. Bledsoe outside. Passed on to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Leonard. Antetokounmpo. That's good.
It's just a pleasure to watch him work at that end of the court, guys.
And here are the Clippers now. Leonard outside. My player. And it's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot.
With the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
That's some old school defense. Just telling them no easy layups. As simple as that. And I like to see it.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. That free throw, no good. And no luck at the stripe this time. 2nd miss. Milwaukee with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh,
get out of his way. Get out of the way.
Yeah, please. That was something else.
And when Antetokounmpo takes flight, he is looking to tear the rim off. So ferocious in his throwdowns.
The bucket is good, and he'll have a chance for 1 more. It's going to be on Bledsoe.
The defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
And the Clippers making a change here. And that one misses. Antetokounmpo. Being started by Harrell.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start this 2nd half.
My player outside. And he lobs it up. And they get him away. Looked like they were going for the alley-oop. Not to be. And it's good for 2.
That would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come out racing out of the gate to start the second half.
The Clippers trailing. Outside George. To the middle. Here's my player. And my player throws it down.
And the court awareness from George. You have to stay balanced defensively, or he will find the open guy.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's not. Pass to Williams. George with it. Inside. Here's my player. And it's blocked by Middleton.
Love the hustle for Middleton on D. Really stretching out and getting his hand on the shot.
So from outside, it's hauled in by the Clippers. On the wing, my player. And he lobs it up towards the rim. Out of bounds, it'll be Bucks ball.
The pass in the second half was just blanked off his hands.
Milwaukee with the ball. They lead by 1. Williams on the double team. Pass to Hill. From the arc. Morris with the rebound. Man, these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assist.
When everybody's involved offensively, in a way, helping you defensively too.
And he comes up with the deuce. Milwaukee with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Back down to Antetokounmpo. Korver. Again, the miss by the Bucks. Oh, there's the alley. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle.
He's not taking care of the ball much better than he has been by himself. He's a...
it up. Beverly. To the inside. And my player throws it down.
Punches it down with fury.
And rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Yeah, they're not going to like that.
They're not backing off at all, are they?
Bledsoe outside. Doubled by Jackson. 10 for 3. A basket good off the assist for Bledsoe.
That 3 puts them well within striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working for him.
You bet he has. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ballgame.
Let's see if they can get it in even closer. Taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam.
Fantastic.
Fantastic indeed. Really piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Pass to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. It counts and the foul. That's on Montrezl Harrell.
And because of Bledsoe's power, guys can't really push him around. That time it results in an and 1.
They've made every free throw here in the second half.
And look, Tim, you know better than anyone, that efficiency is so crucial when you're looking to overcome a deficit.
Now here's Beverly, guarded closely, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
Shooting for Los Angeles, my player.
And the first one at the line is good.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Bucks on offense, trailing by 5. Matthews, covered by George. Pass to Middleton. No good on the triple.
That's a more rugged play from the
on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Antetokounmpo slamming it down, using his sensational abilities to finish the flush.
And they double up my player. Beverly, back to my player. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up to tie it up. The rebound by Paul George. Now the Clippers with it. They've led by as many as 11 points.
A real defensive lapse there. He's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And the foul called on my player. That's his first foul.
And they're one away from being in the penalty.
They're going to have to be cautious from now on because the next one puts them on the line.
Those free throws can really add up.
And it's Antetokounmpo missing. And they double up my player. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Bledsoe. Poked loose. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Leonard. Makes it off the glass.
Well, Kawhi has been in so many big situations. He's won NBA championships. He's won finals MVPs. So I'm not surprised to see him come away with the big bucket.
Bledsoe, right side. The Clippers grab the miss.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance there.
And it's Leonard missing.
A nice effort at least on the alley-oop, but I think probably a bad choice.
Well, it looked good for a second there. It really did, but it broke down in a heartbeat.
Timing has to be perfect on an alley-oop. Big baskets like that one are what you can count on from Brook Lopez.
My player, Middleton defending. Back to my player. Pass to Harrell. And it's the Bucks on the break. My player outside. And on track, Harrell with the dunk.
How sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, Tim. An exquisite pass to set up the alley-oop dunk.
Some eye candy for the fans.
Yeah, there are assists, guys, and then there are assists.
And here's Giannis for 3. But they'll get another chance. Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Unleashing his solid athletic ability, Brook Lopez does not have much trouble throwing it down.
And Beverly gets it to go.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
Antetokounmpo right side. Middleton for 3. That falls, and a nice feed that time from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
And my player throws it down.
Special delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Milwaukee trailing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Sinks it. And he has dropped them within 2 points.
And Giannis, an outstanding leader, a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations.
And my player throws it down.
He's going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
He's down yet?
Well, that was a nice way to wrap up that possession, no matter how you look at it.
Milwaukee calls timeout. To the middle. Here's Bledsoe. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so go to the line. 3-point play talk it over. So it's the Clippers now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Pass to Harold. Bucks with the rebound. Outside Middleton.
And the maturity of Giannis, the former MVP, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it the most.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so shoot 2 here.
Well, they had the foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Well, at least they're stopping the clock, Tim. That's not the worst case scenario for them.
He gets the first, and that ties the game up. He can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty.
And the Bucks call time here. Here's Antetokounmpo. From the baseline. It's on the mark, and we're going to overtime. Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! Hold tight, we've got more basketball action headed your way. Well, we've got even more hoops for you. It's overtime. What can this extra session tell us about my player?
Well, Blake, we're going to find out just how well he performs in the clutch. You know, is he going to rise up? Is he going to crumble? Overtime is where you can't hide anywhere, and everyone is going to be going full throttle.
Seriously, my player gets some extra reps, and he gets the chance to endear himself in the locker room. This is a key moment in his career.
He shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for a tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Here's DiVincenzo. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
Where was the box out? Some easy second chance points.
Those kinds of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And now a timeout called by the Clippers. The Clippers trailing. Down low. Here's my player. Harold. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Here's my player. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside. That freed him up and made the layup possible.
Milwaukee calls timeout. Great action here if you're just joining us. About 1 minute into overtime. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
I love watching Giannis show off his toughness. He's good at using his wily strength to overpower defenders.
Pass to my player. Harold. Back to my player. And they double up my player. Leonard. Defended by Antetokounmpo. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. And they'll shoot two. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
Well, back on draft day 2011, one of the great trade steals of all time. The Spurs got the draft rights for Kawhi Leonard for George Hill.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Clutch free throws, guys. This one's a barn burner.
Well, overtime basketball, about 1.5 minutes played. And it's Antetokounmpo missing. Here's Williams. Yes, and it's my players picking up the assist.
This is a shot we've seen Williams make before. His jumper is very consistent.
Milwaukee trailing. Now here's DiVincenzo. So outside. And Harrell with the block.
A quick leaper. Harrell's become a much better shot blocker over the years.
Player outside. Williams. But they recover it. Back to my player. And they double up my player. To the middle. Rejected by Lopez.
Sent away. Look, Lopez isn't a high riser, but he uses his basketball smarts to send shots away.
Middleton, the open look. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there. So it comes down to this.
Time for the stars to shine.
Williams with it. He's picked up by Giannis. And it's my player missing. Inside. Picks it out to Middleton. Buries the triple. Wow!
And Middleton is the kind of player who welcomes pressure. He feels comfortable taking these huge shots and making them.
Time called here. The Clippers decide to talk it over. What's your take, guys?
It's good time that they don't necessarily need to go for the three, so if they can get an easy bucket inside.
I'm not so sure. There's not a whole lot of time to play around with. I think they look for the three and try to tie this thing up.
Yeah, you can do that. I think the quick two might be the better play. Let's see what they do.
Gotta know that Williams lives for this. He has got blood written all over him.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Gotta stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Put them up 2. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
Leonard, defended by Antetokounmpo.
I'll bet you haven't seen too many rebounding efforts like this.
Yeah, it takes an extraordinary combination of not just talent, but desire also to put in the kind of performance he has.
So both free throws good this time. And it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Paul George for 3. And the miss. And so the Bucks take the win.
Well, Brian, his team might have lost, but my player was special tonight. Doing everything in his power to get the win, it just wasn't enough.
He never let the scoreboard dictate his level of play either, and that's what I like the most. You see some guys who will shut down or not have a huge night if the team loses. But how about my player fighting hard? And look, sometimes you just need some help.
And that'll do it here. Glad to have you with us, and we'll see you next time.